Topic is on sketch based tools. We'll see one by one how the tools are being in CATIA. So we'll create first sketch. Roughly we can take one sketch and we'll see all these options now. See here, profile, all these options are sketch based options and these are operations, and only this option we use here. This is called constraint. So we have here profile many options and in operations. Now we'll see one by one how this will work in CATIA and in Sketcher Workbench. So firstly, this is a profile. So profile, if I take a profile, it will see, it will create like this. You can create number of lines and number of shapes until you go and pick the other end. So now this is closed and this is a profile, and you can move even this one. This is how the profile will create. In a simple way, you can create in a single step like this. In a single step you can create like this. So this is how profile will work. And this one, I think everybody knows that this is a rectangle, an oriented rectangle. We'll see one by one. So rectangle, simply we drag and we'll drag to the some extent how much we need. So that is how the rectangle will work. And the next one is oriented rectangle. See, oriented rectangle in the sense, if your line is like this, so rectangle will be followed like this, or this side, either this side or this side. This is how um, the oriented rectangle will work. And also you can make a straight rectangle here. So here we have many options. And parallelogram. So parallelogram, I think everybody knows this. See, this is a parallelogram, and you can also make straight and also parallelogram like this, any direction. Okay. So now the next one is elongated hole. So if you want to make any elongated hole, directly you can pick this option and you can make dimensions, all these lengths and all you can give here itself. This is how the elongated hole works. And this one is cylindrical elongated hole. So for the cylindrical elongated hole, we have to make one circle. Okay, and we have to make one arc. So this is how this cylindrical elongated hole works. This and this is similar, but this works on a straight line, and this cylindrical elongated hole works on arc. Okay. So next, this one is a key. Let's say my key is like this. Okay. And also you can make directly, so all the dimensions you can give here, uh, whatever the dimensions with you, so you can make all the dimensions here. And next one is hexagon. Hexagon is also like this. See, simply you can make with this straight line, you can make an hexagon. And the next one is centered rectangle. Centered rectangle in the sense, if you pick any center, if you end up here, both sides left and right will be the same length and breadth. You understood, right? See, this is how the centered parallelogram will work. And the next one is centered parallelogram, and this is a centered parallelogram. Let's say my center, let's say my horizontal and vertical is placing here. So this is how the centered parallelogram will work. You can make any distance, it will be a parallel to each other. Okay, so the next is circles. Circle, directly you can pick one circle and how much diameter or radius is you want, you can pick. And the second option is 3 point circle. 3 point circle in the sense 1 and 2. See, this is your 3 point. Let's say I'm picking 3 point here or here or here or here. Based on the third point, your circle will move accordingly. And this in circle using coordinates, this option we don't use much. So directly we are going to the tritangent circle. Tritangent circle, let's say I have one rectangle here. I am picking the tritangent circle. So one tritangent circle. See, my circle will create like this. Okay. So next one is 3 point arc. 3 point arc in the sense first point, second point, and my arc will be like this. Okay. This is how the 3 point arc will work. And the next one is a 3 point arc stating with limits. Let's say this one, this is very limit. See, this is accurately following. Okay, if you see minus 46.8, minus 57.09, that there you can calculate how much arc you want, how much bend actually the profile requires. Okay, and the next one is arc. Let's say my arc should be top. Okay, so I have to make stop here, and I can create like this how much I want. So this is the arc. And the next one is spline. Spline is nothing, we won't use this option, but this is how the spine will work. Later on we can move all these pinpoints. We can move all these points also. We can make one good profile. This one mostly they use in styling only, not in not in profiles. The complex profiles we cannot use this one. And this also we can use in 3D only. If you have two lines, you can make a connection of two lines, there only it will use this option. And the next one is ellipse. Here only this option I'm gonna tell. All these three is not that much important and we don't use also. So ellipse you know, right? So this is our ellipse. If you make a longer, if you make a shorter, it will form like a ellipse shape. Okay, so the next one is line type. So line type, line in the sense simple line, only one line will form. It is not like a profile, only one line will form. This is a infinity line. So directly you can make, if you want to tell someone from here to here, you can make this option. So it is an infinity line. And this one is a bitangent line. So for this we need two circles. Bitangent, right? Everybody knows what is bitangent. So we have two circles. I need a line from this arc to this arc, and also from this arc to this arc, and this here to here. Let's say here to here. So this is how the bitangent will work. Okay. So now bisecting line, this is very useful option. Let's say for example I have one rectangle, I need a shape like this. Okay, I need a shape like this, but this point and this point should be matched. We cannot match exactly pulling like this, we cannot match, right? So at that time you can use this bisecting line. So directly you can take line and then you can make, or else you can delete here, make this take this profile 1 and 2. So then you can remove whichever you don't want. Understood? So this is how the bisecting line will work. We can make exactly to the arc, to the end corner to the corner. Okay, so the next option is normal line, normal to curve. For example, I have a 3 point arc. Okay, let's say I have this arc. I need one line exactly perpendicular to this. See, perpendicularly exactly it will follow here. Or else if you want in the middle also, exactly it will follow the perpendicular to the curve. Understood, right? So this is how line normal to curve is will work. And the next one is axis. So this axis is simple. When we are making any reference sketches, there only this axis will be useful. And point, let's say we can put here or here. This is a normal point stating some any center, and all these are intermediate intersecting point. If you have any two lines, if you have any, for example, let's say I have one box here, I need one point in between this one. So I can directly go here, select this and this. So I got a point here. This is how the points will work. And mostly we don't use this all these options. Only this option might be using, that's it. And coming to the operations, let's say I have one rectangle box, and the first operation is corner. So corner in the sense like fillet, it will form like a fillet. Okay, it will form like a fillet. And the second one is chamfer, it will cut exactly wherever you want, it will cut. These two options are very very important. And this one, and the relimitation. In the relimitation we have a few options, we'll see one by one. This is trim in the sense, for example, we have two lines here. So like this we can make, like this we can make. And if you don't want if you don't want the extension line, you can drag and keep here, and you can give OK. And also you can drag and keep here. This is how the trim will work. And this one is a break. For example, I have I have extension of lines. You can pick here, you can break like this. See, break, click here. Yeah, so now, so if click here and click here, somewhere it is breaking. It is very minute, it will be in a minute thing. So go here, click here, and click here. See, this is how the extension portion will break. Okay, so the next option is quick trim. uh, Quick trim in the sense, directly you can delete here, you can delete this, you can delete the extension lines. See here, wherever the extension portion is there, you can delete directly. Okay, so the next one is close arc in the sense, for example, if you have this arc, right, we'll delete all these lines. Let's say we have one like let's say some 60 to 70 degrees arc. So if you go here and click here, it will close whatever the line, whatever the radius it is. So it will close to a circle. And the next one is complement. We won't use this option much. This is not much important. We'll go to the next option, transformation. Transformation is nothing like, let's say you have one line here, the same line with the same length. For example, the same line with the same length, this 50 tmm. So the same length, if you want this side also, you can just click the line and make a mirror. This is transformation, right? So this is the name of these options. This is a transformation, and this one is a symmetry. Symmetry is also nothing but the same thing, it will symmetry to the other side. Let's say I'll delete this one here, so it will move the exact distance to the next side. Okay, and this one is a translate. Translate is nothing but I want these lines, I need two lines with the same distance. I'll say like 5, and duplicate mode, I'll click this line. See, this is how I can translate and put here. This is very useful option while you are making complex shapes and drawings. This option is very useful. So the next one is rotate. Rotate, this is also a very important option. Let's say you have one small rectangle here, and you pick rotate and highlight this. So which axis? This axis, right? So this axis, you can make anything angle, so you can move in this direction. This is how rotation will work. And if you want instances like 5, so if I click here, it will form 5 here. Understood? For example, rotate this, I'm making a little bit angle here, and 5, duplicate mode I'm offing. Let's say 5. I have to on duplicate, so let's say angle, and here. So this is how it will create. And the next one is offset. This is also important tool. Let's say offset in the sense I have one L shape profile. If I want to offset this, first highlight this one, pick, I think this end edge is not taking, we'll create one small line, and let's say offset this one. The same thing where you can offset to anywhere, any distance. So the distance horizontal, vertical, and offset. This offset, see, offset length. Let's say offset length is 50, and give tab. Okay, so 50, and you can edit here also. This is how offset will work. And coming to this 3D geometry, only this option I'm gonna explain here, because remaining two options we need a solid part. In Sketcher we don't use the other two tools. So this is also very simple. If you click here and if you select this line, it will make a duplicate. You understood? There will be a one duplicate line. Okay, for example, I'll show you detailing. Let's say I have one small rectangle and exit workbench. I made one pad. I made a pad of this one. And now if I make another sketch, now I want this boundary and this boundary. So now you can go to project 3D elements and you can pick this one. So you have to isolate this, otherwise this yellow line and this part will be relinked. Whenever you change this 3D part, that line also will get moved. So now it won't move because it is in white color and it is also isolated. Now you can move anywhere. This is how uh, project 3D elements is will work. And uh, and constraints. So I'll tell you detailedly what is constraint. So whenever you have a profile of rectangle, right? See, now this is not constraint, it will move like this. Any profile should not move in any direction. It should be fixed and it should not be in white color. White color in the sense under constraint. We have to constrain it. So just click on constraint and give the length and width. So all sides we have to see. Now green color. Now it won't move if you pick and try. If you try to move, it won't move in any direction. This is iso constraint. uh, all the profile should be in iso constraint. That means green color. Whenever you see green color, that is fully constrained. If you see any pink color like this, any pink color, this means over constraint. This you don't require actually, because now see 441.7749. see, this length is already given here. That is why here, that is why it is taken as a over constraint. So you no need of giving over constraint, and you can delete. Still it will be in a green color, and always it should be in a green color. And another option, sketch tools. Here if you see here, sketch solving status, this one should be in iso constraint. If whenever you see your profile is perfect and it is iso constraint, and click on the analysis, and click on this magnifier analysis button, and go to the geometry. Here if you see, your profile should be closed. Okay, your profile should be closed. For example, if your profile is opened like this, though it is in green color, your profile is opened and you cannot see that. Now you can check here. See, still it is telling under constraint, because this this one is a unclosed. And you can go here, go to geometry, and you can see here opened. Okay, so if we close that, click the sketch analysis, see iso constraint, and go to the search button, go to geometry. Now it is closed. This is how you have to practice when you are doing sketch. When you are starting any model, any practice model, please make that your sketch is perfect and it is in green color. It must be in green color. And select this option, check whether your profile is constrained or not, and check the geometry whether your profile is closed or not. If you make practice of this one, you will be perfect in sketch workbench. And remaining part design and surface design, it will be very easy when you are making complex design. And if you know the constraint, how to constrain the any profile in a easy way, that will be very helpful while doing interview, or when you are making any complex design. uh, this will help you a lot. And please practice all these options, and please make a practice of all the lines should be in a green color and this sketch solving status. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. We'll see in the next session. Thank you so much.